should be live here now. Except I've realized one thing I need to change in my settings. But I can tab out easily enough. There we go. There we go. I need to tweak my volumes here yet. Yeah. Yeah, Troy, I'm sure it's hard to be at work today. If I was at work and wasn't doing this, it'd be a little tough to pay attention. Turn the game down. There we go. There we go. So yeah, I basically just finally got the game downloaded and installed, and I pulled the tractor to the shed to take a screenshot for the thumbnail and looked around a bit in the store, and that's all I've done really. So yeah, so far to me the game looks really good. Use the doors on this shed. Kind of a cool little shed. Okay. Little boat there. Okay, so we can sell farm stuff, I'm guessing. A little farm shop there. Let me. Actually, no, the chat's working pretty good over there. Visual difference between 22 and 25. I mean, I haven't been in the game very long, but to me, like the trees and like the grass, the foliage density is much different. The lighting looks a lot better too. And I've heard some sounds from other videos I've been watching a little bit. Now sounds pretty good on a lot of the equipment I've heard. This thing sounds pretty good. Massey combine here. Caveat, so I'll have a little bit of a lag while it loads in all the shaders for that. Freshly plowed field here. Ooh, the walking tandem looks like it's actually working on the cultivator. That's pretty cool. Performance pretty good. I mean, I'm hanging right at 60. I don't have a gaming monitor to let me go over 60, so I got it maxed right out, and my computer's also pretty good too. So Oh, this... Digging the cultivator. Rumblings that there's already people planning on modding it to put wings on it, so that'll be good. Oh, yeah. I don't know. To me, I kind of want to... I already know I've already been cruising around a little bit in the shop, but I kind of want to take a quick look at things, see what we got here. I'm sure you guys will have lots of requests. I did try to add money, but I must have did it wrong because I've still had that $1 million, but I think we can borrow money too, so... And I'll lease everything, so then we should be able to get a lot of equipment on our $1 million to play around with. Yeah, I noticed that, Robert. The filters had the dates on them. Must have been whoever changed it on the tractor they were taking the model from that had the dates on there. Interesting little Boots tractor. Oh, and then you can go black it out. We got those. We got... I've seen this. Yeah, they've upped the customization a little bit. What can we do on the 3650 here? Put front weights on it. European front weights, but this is also the European version of this tractor, so not surprising. We got what they call medium tires now. That's a new addition. We never had that before. That's a more European spec John Deere here, but still an old cool tractor. I'm sure someone will turn it into a North American spec. A lot of these we've had in 22. Obviously, these guys are new. 225 horsepower on them. European hitch, it's just a little disappointing. The weights on there. We can really... 900s on a 200 horse tractor. That's some pretty big tires. Got some row crop duals there. Fat duals. Yeah, I like this thing. I think they've done a... Aside from the European hitch, that's the only real letdown, I would say, on this tractor. Yeah, I would say otherwise this thing, tire options are actually pretty good on it. I'm sure the white is exactly the same model, just different color. And mate, I noticed in the blogs and stuff they were showing us, they had... Oh, good. They did fix the duals. I noticed that in some of the shots they had clamp-ons on the rear, which kind of bugged me because they had done it right in 22, and yeah, they've fixed them since then, so that's good. I do like the Kubota M8. It's a nice tractor there. I've heard the 6R has European US configurations. Yeah, I think that pretty good. Kind of odd that the arms stay there. Panoramic window. Oh yeah, that's a nice little John Deere there. Front loader attacher on. Yeah, I like that thing. What do we got for wheels on this one? Trendstar? Yeah, we'll get to that. I'm going to kind of go through in order. It's just easier rather than jumping around. And then if you come back later, it's easy to... Oh, that's a little disappointing. Clamp-ons on the rear of this one. Then again, 6R is not too often a dual dump tractor. 700 varial. Yeah, lots of nice tractors. Oh, that's real configuration options. Yeah, just got wheel options on it. That's all right. Versatile. There is no versatile, which I'm kind of surprised by. So I'm really hoping that comes in a later update, because obviously for my stuff, I like my versatile tractors, and I'm hoping it's still a licensed brand, that it has something hasn't happened that it's dropped. I like the track with configuration on the 715. I think we might as well lease one of these, because we'll need some horsepower for some things later on, and probably one of these too, actually. EU, US. Very nice. I can definitely see myself using this thing a lot. I've seen them in real life. They're pretty impressive tractors. Wide configuration as well. And wheeled options. Nice, nice. Oh, these are new tires. I've never seen these ones before. New textured, new model. Like those. I don't know, in 22 I found I liked the BKTs or the Continentals a lot, but those Michelins are actually a pretty nice looking tire. Front weight. I can really stack this thing up. And additional weight back there. And you can really ballast this thing up, which is true to the real life one too. At least one of them as well to play around with. Yeah, Troy, I actually, my buddy's a salesman for Claus, so he talked me through the whole thing at Ag Days last year. Yeah, so I'm sure he's excited to see it in the game, because I know he plays the game as well. Oh no, road track option on these. The wide stance tracks though do look mean on a deer. Track. And the option to go Canadian spec, no 3-point. That's nice. I'm digging the 9R. I mean, I already got 2 big tractors. I don't think we need to lease everything. Okay, that's basically the same as it was in 22 for options on the 8RX. But we do get US options on the 8RT, which is nice. Be a good sugar beet tractor. Oh, clamp-ons on the 8R. 7R. Oh, clamp-ons. They had this one right in 22. Oh, unless... That's too bad we lost those, because they had the right wheels in 22 for those, but that's all right. I'm sure it won't take long for someone to change that up. 900. I do kind of like the toggle yes and no when it's just a 2-option deal. I do kind of dig that. Weaving the Massey, we got EU, US. Doesn't change the drawbar, but... Alright, trucks. And I know people probably want to see the Lizard Dragon. I'm just kidding. I know everyone wants to see the International. The international trucks. Day crab, that's an interesting way to refer to it, but I guess. Ooh, dump truck. Van body. Ooh, cool. GPS separately in store? I don't think so. I think it's just on by default. And we also have a crew cab version. I'm digging this truck. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of modified versions of it. That's cool. What's the... Oh, 3,500 liters. Not huge, but I'm sure there'll be lots of people enjoying this truck. Looks like a lot of options, too. What's the black look like? Let's see what we all got for options on here. Bumper, and maybe... And the steps. Huh? Bed option. Oh, I see. Oh, that's bumper still. Oh, I see. I see. Let's go back chrome. Although I feel like that's a lot of chrome. Maybe we'll go back. We'll do real commercial spec. We'll get one of them for sure. Yeah, I'll lease all the trucks. The Transstar. Pretty sweet model, I gotta say. Soaring Transport really makes you think a Soaring Eagle. And you get two different frame lengths. And you can have with the sleeper or a day cab. So for a Giants truck, it's pretty good options. You got two different air intakes. If you want the visor or not, which slim pickings. I mean, I think you'd probably want the visor. It looks pretty goofy without it, but then you can choose whether you want the horns or not. And then you option for the lights up top. Those are pretty cool lights. And then we got, it's not so much paint colors, it's kind of schemes, kind of like the Superliner, where you pick what color scheme you want on the truck. I like that one. I kind of like the black frame better. Look at that. Oh, we have the sleeper. We get a dual exhaust option as well. Lease one of them. Max, I don't imagine much has changed. Unfortunately, they're still missing all the stuff on the roof of the Super, of the Anthem, which is odd, but Black Anthem, which I don't get the reason for. It's just the black painted black version of that truck. But electric Volvo. Oh, this thing's got options up the wazoo. Oh, interesting. Actually, the weight changes depending on your horsepower because it changes the battery size. Axle count. You can tell someone, whoever did the model of this one for Giants, they really like this truck, I think. Actually, I'm digging the paint color, because this would be the same color that I use a lot on my Volvo in 22. I really dig how that paint looks. Interesting, they didn't put a chrome option on it. Oh. there's pretty good customization on that truck. Superliner, I'm sure. Yeah, it's the same as 22. VNX. I do like the customization on this truck. Get rid of the hood mirrors. Thing kind of odd is the visor. Nah, they did have a color customization on those parts in 22. Ah, we don't need that. We got the Transtar 2 in cars. The dirt bike. Oh, we got different versions of that. Like, so Sask will probably work on them out first. I've debated doing one myself, but it'll be a while before I'd actually get to it. Side by side. Both of the Kubota side by sides we had from the DLC. Sweet. And now we got a toolbox option. Trailer hitch. Obviously, you're going to need the trailer hitch. Sauce is resting on the axle there, I'd say, but oh, wrong one. All right, now we get it's an IH. Obviously, got to do a red pickup. I like this thing. At least it's a license pickup, which is pretty sweet. Ooh, that bumps up the horsepower. I think they just wanted to show off their material system on this thing. At least I'm just curious to see what the paint looks like, being it's called metallic. Miscellaneous. Yeah, I don't need to look at those. We've seen those. Loaders, pretty standard there. Loader tools. I don't think there's anything we haven't seen before there. Telehandlers. It's interesting. I was actually playing yesterday because I was like, well, you know what? I should really go back and play 22 with without any mods, just to remember what it's like. And I was like, you know, there's actually a decent amount of telehandler space game. It's actually shrunk, but ironically, most of these are actually new. Only the Manitou and the Schaefer are 22. These three are new, so. Merlot with its 3-point hitch. That's all stuff we know. This one's kind of interesting. It's an electric conversion Volvo. Yeah, it's all kind of stuff we've seen before too. Skid loaders. I don't remember what the base game ones are in 22. I see the Kubota though. Forklifts. Alrighty. Yeah, we'll see trailers here. Nothing crazy different. This one I saw. I was looking kind of through the list on the website before when I was waiting for it to download, so I kind of have an idea of what we're all getting because they updated it this morning. This one's new. Oh, semi-trailers must be... Oh, there. Have their own category now. This thing. Okay, I figured it was. That's an interesting little buggy there. It's like a loading wagon, but it's got a conveyor to overload. Yeah, Mr. T, there was a jackhammer there. That came from the Platinum DLC in 22. Little Demco. I'm digging the Little Demco. It's nice to have a more starting size green card. Yeah, that one's. Oh, wait, custody there. Oh, I see the. Oh, I see it. Weights in your capacity having the row crop duels. And the tracks give you the most capacity. That's pretty neat. Very nice. Convey all, I'm sure, is the same. Yeah. Elmer's still the model we've had for a while now. I'm really wanting to do the new models of Elmer's cards for 2025. That's the fall. And Amity. I like this thing too. When I saw it on the fact sheets, it was like, this will be cool to use for sure. At least one. I just want to see well, because it looks massive in the store. Change systems. Now this I'm wondering about for my trucks. I'll have to see, but I might just use Giant's own scripting for these. Their legs are nice and compact. The green card one's kind of interesting. But I feel like I might use this as a basis for my trucks. I'll have to see how the sizing of it works, but that's stuff we've seen. This we have not seen in game. We'll buy one or at least one of these. Semi-trailers. Oh, interesting. Those make it in this category again. Kind of neat. The things can show up in more than one category. It's log trailer. Although it doesn't have the cattle trailers make it. Not sure what white and white design is. Not sure what the change is there. I do like these though. Have you shown the comments yet? I haven't got to them yet. They're down here. We're up to tillage now. Plows, nothing too crazy new there. John Deere cultivator. We've got one already on the starting equipment. Don't need to buy one. This thing I was actually playing with yesterday. It's kind of cool. You can actually put one of those front tanks on the front of your tractor and then use this to fertilize. I thought that was kind of cool. This is more what we're after here. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think we'd rather have the stability there. We'll leave it in summer's green, but we'll definitely at least one of those. Since I think that's the most power hungry thing in the game, I think. This thing's new. Unless, I don't know, even the Swifter disc or the Mocktail don't need as much power. Oh, and the Mocktail model is still broken. That the rubber roller and the baskets are stuck together. Still kind of funny that they haven't figured that out and fixed it. I want to lease this thing too because I want to see how the unfolding works on it. Oh, this is smaller than the carriers we've had before. Power Heroes. Surprised there are none with 3 points on them. Subsoilers. Interesting that now we kind of the combi plow still, but these little guys. We lost all the bigger ones that this is now the biggest subsoiler base game. Mulchers. That thing's a beast. Speeders, yeah, stone pickers, and no Degelman. Yeah, the Super 7 is a weeder, which, yeah, is kind of odd. Salt stand. You can add the fertilizer attachment to the back. There's the 3-point drill. I thought that was odd that they didn't have any of those harrow drill combinations. Oh, this is an interesting opener drill combo there. It's a very interesting looking machine. Same with this one. Where's the weight go? I see you add weight. Oh, in the wings. Yeah, big plates. Jeez, this thing must really need some downforce. Kind of too bad. No, the only cedar we've got really is the Great Plains. From an American's perspective, and then we have the Kinsey planter, but don't even have the John Deere planter, which is kind of surprising. Also, kind of like they kind of have the categories relevant to what you're using it for. I think that's kind of cool. I'll report the issue with the Elmers. You'll see. Okay. I got the 50-foot. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure how they missed that one. I guess we'll have to go with the 70-foot. You know, actually, I will screenshot it right now. I don't know what the best angle is in the store here. No. Quick tab over, and I will report that in the Discord for giant stuff. Screenshots, where are you? Oh. screenshot's not working. Okay, I guess I have to do it this way. For some reason, Oh, it's... Yeah, that's odd. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to do that later because it's not working now. But yeah, I will definitely report that because this was actually one of the things I was thinking of making for 22 or 25. I actually did start a model years ago. I got the back half done, but I didn't have the hitch and a lot of the... I had the basic frame for back here done. I didn't have any... Missing a little, maybe half done the model on it. Oh, now I don't have to. Although I do have a mod idea I want to do with it yet, so... That involves also fixing the function of it to be proper functioning tool for how it's typically used. Sprayers. Ag 36 meters, and it folds up quite small. I might have to use these booms instead for my sprayer project I was doing. Oh, that's an interesting hose design thing there. This thing's got black wheels. It looks weird without them. So I haven't gone in to look to see if I can convert the fiber dash over or not. Only one spreader for lime now, which is kind of surprising. Basically, if you want a lime, you have to own that Bredal spreader. Transport, yeah, we went through those. Cable also isn't there on the 90 footer. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'll have to report a few issues I've seen. That one is definitely will get fixed, I'm sure. I'm sure it's been reported already once, or more than once. But Massey, I don't expect to see much. Just a few basic tires. It's got a neat little combine. Axial flow, we just got tire options on the little guy. The S7, we got US option, which is nice. 800, it's an 850, which I didn't even know there was an 850. And a 900. Now, the interesting thing is there's just wide track and normal track. Your brand basically just changes your rear tire and that's it. There isn't actually any tire options on this thing, which is kind of odd, but is what it is. Does rain actually show on the windows? We will we'll see if it rains while we're streaming here. We got a 6900 Lexion. Kind of interesting that they didn't use the Trion again, or Trion, however you say it. X9. Oh, we got wheels set up that way. Kind of disappointing you can't have the tippy spout on the longer auger. Lexion. 8800. No other options on that one. CR and the AF11, both I've looked at already. They are basically the same options. You basically got a bunch of dual options and then one track option. And the New Holland has the camouflage. And then there's the different augers. I'm pretty sure the AF11 was the same. Except it doesn't have the Euro sign there. You can put a really long auger on it. Actually, I might lease one of these because we will need something to try out some MacDon headers. Actually, I'll get an S7 as well. US. The store must be really big because we've already leased quite a bit of stuff. Okay. Apparently the rain on the windows has maybe been removed. Okay. Kind of cool on the... I've seen it on a few of the headers I looked at. They actually had options to add the markers on the side. Oh wait, no, I got the AF11 for the MacDon. We'll put the transport wheels on US configuration, which then, yeah, add the lights there. And we got the FD1 from the MacDon pack. This is going on a John Deere. That's a big corn head. I do like the Geringhoff corn head though. That's a nice addition. MacDon. What the heck? Put it on the case. And header trailers. We do have a Demco header trailer now. Only one size though. An option at least. And the Swather. And you got an engine option. Transport wheels, yep. We'll leave the transport on there. Oh, a lot of space finally. Oh. Oh, I don't know how to turn that music off. We will go here. Alrighty, over to the store. I've seen it pick up on the 8570. It does look pretty bad. Yeah, we've got this storage is jam-packed full stuff. You can fit a lot of stuff here, though. I will say that. Oh. Keyboard steering's a little different feeling. Can't hit because I don't have access to the LAN. Crank up steering on the bit of a lag spike, just tapping into the cab. Steering definitely has a different feel, but I feel like there was a setting for that in 22. I have no idea where I am on the map here. Okay, I am here. Where's the farmland? Or let's see what is around. Ready to harvest 84. I'll just buy a few of these fields up here for testing around things. Those are growing. Oh, wait, what is that grass? That is a grass field. So we have a weeder on technically. Cables are missing on the 70-footer as well. I wonder, do these flex like they should? It appears so. Yeah, I think there's flex between the wings and the mainframe. I see there's no cables on this one. Let's go back. Yeah, they got cables on the 50-footer. Yeah, the 70 and the 90 are both a little messed up, though. Although, I think it's that they're mixing up models here, too. Because the 50-footer is the old school without the bars. Whereas these have the bars. Let me look here on the Elmer's site. I'm thinking the 70 and 90 are based on a newer Super 7. Yeah, they're based on the newer one that doesn't have the bars or the cables anymore. They've switched to bars on the newer ones. So it's not that the cables are missing, it's that there shouldn't be these arms. I will report that to Giants later. That, yeah, there's some issues in their setup of those. Ooh. The startup sound there. I better put it back to the chat too. Yeah, South, I think it's, yeah, they've mixed up the models there. The 50-foot is kind of an older model with the cables, whereas 70 and 90 shouldn't have the bars because they're with, or shouldn't have the cables because they have the bars instead. It's a very nice GM interior. Whoa, school bus. Well, take a look at the school bus. Huh. I thought in the pictures it looked more international on the hood. Maybe they changed the model, though. The sounds as you're driving this truck are a little weird, in my opinion, but startup sound was pretty sweet, though. Oh, let's see what. Ooh, the tarps appear to work better now. It's a welcome addition. So I got Crocs and jorts on. I found a jump. Again. We're getting little lag spikes here and there just as the game's still finding all the shaders to program in. I think, look, that oil pressure is pretty bad. Yeah, I'm digging this truck. Honestly surprised this wasn't the starting vehicle on the farm. Ooh, headlight flare. Cool. Oh, man, those turn signals. That's nice. Lighting is just nice in this. Diesel. This thing is definitely more for the fact that there's multiplayer passengers now. Carrying people around. How fast does this thing go? 180, supposedly. It's ridiculous. And there's the edge of the map. That's pretty hilarious how fast that thing can go. I need some. Oh. That's the things. Two. Decal on the roof. I think the cruise controls possibly aren't matching. Yeah, the cruise control is saying your speed in kilometers, but I got it set to miles. No, I think my units are in here. Oh, where is the units? Yeah, because if I set it to 50, it goes 31 mile an hour. So yeah, the kilometers, miles aren't synced. That's a little issue there, they'll have to do. Ooh, lens flare off the beacon. Totally practical unit for this size of field. This makes the Hardy look small from 22. Oh, yeah, I haven't done the GPS. I was expecting that. Not this grass. Where's a field I can combine with grains? No, going the wrong way. Let's see, 81 or 11 are kind of close. Oh, wait. 81. 11's grass, 81. There we go. Let's buy that. Let's sell this. Buy that. Really liking the lighting though. What are my PC specs? Processor, I believe, is the stuck in the ground. Let's do this. Yeah, processor's a 5080 X3D, and graphics card I got a 3080 Ti. I believe 32 gigs of RAM. So pretty decent. So, yeah, and I've got the game absolutely. I went in the settings and just turned everything to max. So. It does look good though. I do like the lighting on the equipment and everything. I feel like it looks really good. Oh, we got a reel interfering with our auger. Transport doesn't quite work on this combination. I feel like the lighting, the reflection in the paint there, but then not the plastics. I feel like that looks really. It's a big upgrade that's easier to differentiate between the two. Yeah, pleasantly, I'm surprised get that. The older tractors from 22, but I'm sure there'll be mods. Troy, I'm just running 1080p. That's all I have for a monitor, so that does also help make it pretty easy on things. Ooh, header flex. Liking it. Yeah, it's pleasant for you so far. I think it's a big upgrade over 25. Just the appearance of everything. the ground deformation, like even just flex of things. I feel like Giants has done a better job on that. That header just moves. It's awesome. Let's see. I need my swather header now. Left shift B. Hey, the guy doesn't disappear like he used to. Oh. I need to change my steering settings. No, that'll be a general. Probably. Steering back speed. You gotta do some swathing. So that's what you expect from this guy. It's brutal driving today. I would have used my controller, but unfortunately, my one cable, my controller and my mic use the same cable, and one of them is broken, so I have to pick between a mic and controller, and obviously I'm going to pick mic if I'm streaming. So then I'm on the keyboard to steer. That's what's a little bit rough, and I went down. Good thing we're not playing seriously here. Oh, jeez. Good thing we're not playing based on legitness. Keepers. Oh yeah, I need to okay. AI worker. There we go. 2. Headlands. Start with headlands. Okay. And we should be able to just hit H. No field found. Do it wrong. I don't think so. Maybe the swather doesn't work on. Well, we can swath manually. That's pretty cool. I am not steering at all. Corner for me. That's a very cool feature. I like how simple that is. Any different for control? Not really. I mean, it's got the reversible operator platform like MacDons do nowadays, but it operates basically the same. I mean, I will, when I get to converting mine, I will look through how Giants did theirs just to, make sure mine is set up the same. But I don't think there should be any major differences. I like that. It's nice and simple. Simple to set up. I think they did a good job of implementing GPS thing. I'm guessing the worker wasn't working just because it was expecting to I'm guessing the worker was expecting to not be running a swather, and that's maybe why that didn't want to work. It's maybe like 22 where it doesn't work with the AI. I don't know. Yeah, I'll jump out once I get across the field here. I mean, I might someday do a smaller swather. It's just finding the time when I've got so many ideas, and then 25, then I've got so many more new ideas. Add to the 22 ideas, so never ends. I do like the your tire tracks showing up in the swath. Yeah, it's canola. I mean, it's very hard to texture a swath because in real life it follows the direction you've cut it in. Whereas this, then it's it's the same texture no matter which way you're going, so it's very hard to make it look quite proper. But also, I've noticed that the tab order, it'll tab into whatever your closest vehicle is. I've heard other people say that one. I should get rid of some things. Okay. This might actually go back to the store. See how many road signs we can clear out. Yeah, it's a little... I mean, canola, there's just all the little pods, so it maybe doesn't come through quite as good through the stream. We will refit. Yeah, it maybe doesn't come through quite as good on the stream. I mean, it's, a very hard thing to do to make it look good. The map seems that tight. Yeah, it's interesting. Definitely lots of, quite a lot of good buildings, though, for map making, I'd imagine. I'm sure that's what South's been looking at in the streams. Probably looking at buildings going, where would I put that on my map? Hey, Northern Farms. We will see, though, if we can the hired worker pick swaths. I mean, I don't know if the swather was just me not knowing what I'm doing, or if it was the fact that the swather itself doesn't want to work. Fortunately, you gotta do this. Okay, and maybe... It is cool that it will kind of follow the header. That was one thing I definitely couldn't do on my header when I was setting it up. Delay in the crosswalk there. It does seem you have to be pretty bang on though to get the picking up. Oh, Hodge, you can always go back and look at the store, and we actually didn't finish. We got about halfway through, and then I had the store filled up with stuff I wanted to play with, so... We will be back. I haven't had a tornado yet, we're just... Okay, can you use GPS to pick up better? Yeah, I guess I could, yeah. It's just, yeah, the hired worker doesn't work. Now we'll get to the end here, and then I will... Nice thing is, too, at least Giants, the chopped straw works now with the pickup header, too. Where's that big dump cart? I want to try this thing out. So. We'll get it over there. Obviously, it's not designed for greens per se that your eyesight is towards the combine, but drive this thing over there. Sounds are actually pretty decent on it, I'd say. There, the shifter moves. Oh, I took that too tight. Oh, the bottom plate swings on the bumper. That's cool. Oh, jeepers. This truck does sound pretty sweet, though. Yield difference? Haven't, I guess I could probably do up a test. keep forgetting in 22 I had a custom key for my covers, so I keep trying to use that and it doesn't work. Hopefully the cover issues are no more that we used to have in 22 of things not working proper. Okay, it all goes in one. I wasn't sure how that would work. Cool that it automatically dumps, though. Could do a little yield test. Let me get to the John Deere. I've got the 40-foot header for it. And then we'll do a 40-foot swath pass. And that should be a pretty apples to apples comparison. The Macdons don't quite spawn right at the store. Any different? It'll just be a menace. Have a sign counter, just count how many signs have been ruined. Okay, so I need... Actually, I've got to do this to compare on. We have to put our headers down now, which is new. I'm just going to square up the field, and then I can do one swathing and one straight cut. Pass across. I guess I could almost use that straight cut pass, but then I've kind of compromised it because it's not the same length. So trim up the other end, and then we can do a little yield test across this field. See if there is a yield bonus or not from swathing. Yeah, I wanted to see, does this... Oh yeah, this 40-foot flexes as well, good. And... oh, cool. We got a, on the top right there, it shows us where we're dumping into, how much space it has. That little feature. Okay. So now we got the same course as the swather. What I'll do is I'll start with the swather one just so that it's got an open side. Each one has an open side on either side. That. Yes. I'll see if I can figure out how to set it on the combine. Oh. Got an achievement already, apparently. Combines are back this way. Okay. That actually works pretty well. I got 2 different machines and their GPS courses lined up perfect. Hey, GL modding. Get a look at the Milo header and try it in Milo. I don't even... I've just been looking on the map to see what's... This was just close to the store, that's why we went with this one. And I know someone was asking, yeah, the canola knives do just appear on the header. You don't have a choice to manually control them. We got 1378 on the straight cut. Oh, and I'm going the wrong way through the tabbing. Let's see, can I match up? On the... One thing I wish is we had a scroll wheel or something, or that we could manually type in there. Well, 1 meter. What are these set to? Well, 2. Alright. No, it did not work. Now we'll just do it manually. It work better too if I was in... Oh no, I was in... I'm not sure why it worked out different. We'll have to see. Okay, there is a yield bonus. So we got fixed. Let me find my calculator here. 1378 divided by 1696 equals. No, did that backwards. 96 divided by 1378. About 23%, which I heard someone say 25% in another video I was watching, so it probably is about right. So it's about, yeah, 25% yield bonus, so it's a lot bigger than what I had it set to, but considering it is still more of a manual thing to do, it's understandable that they would set it up that way. Let's get rid of some stuff. Now, the store used equipment, now we have 1 more item by default. I don't know if that will change at all. To get your vehicles, you got to go here, and then you have to go here. And then I can return it from this screen, which is actually in your escape menu. We can return the dirt bike. We're not going to use that. maybe keep the pickup. I don't know what we'll do yet. So we did a test there. Let's see what happens. Hotspots, vehicles. Oh, create jobs. I got into that. Maybe because I'm in it. Yeah. There. Then from here you can even return your lease. Oh yeah, I could use the hard worker to drive around too. You still need to tab, I believe, through everything. Unfortunately. Let's get around this header here. Let's try out the create job. Go to start job. Let's see how good it does. I mean, this is also the Giants map, which usually was better. A little twitchy. It's a little interesting, but he's getting there. It's not pretty. I feel like the articulated tractors also is the more difficult thing for it to do. Oh. It's Nemesis, the Postal Service. What's our Postal Service called? Oh, just we deliver for you. Okay. It's actually a pretty decent model. Private delivery service. Nice tires, though. Yeah, this thing's definitely using some power to pull. Ooh, toggle work mode. Now it's shallow cultivation, deep cultivation. Does that make a difference on here or something? Oh, there. Shallow cultivation. Oh, there we go. And it's leaving some residue behind. I like that. That's a nice feature. sometimes you want, to leave a little bit of straw, and sometimes you want to just turn it black. So I like that option. The tracks don't really don't sink too much. I like the cultivation option. I like that. A good feature. I need some more tractors. Let's US. What brand is going to have some row crop duals here? Or are we not going to have any row crop duals at all on this? There we had some, not really spaced out. It's more of a 22-inch spacing. I'll run this. I don't want to just hook up and see how this power or this chain harrow unfolds. But actually, yeah, it's not bad. And I miss the F12 menu. So how many? Okay, 2 fertilizer states. Yeah, we will go do a little seeding test, and then I want to try out the... Oh, just started FS22 on accident. Need to get rid of that shortcut. Yeah, do a little seeding test, and I want to test out the Brant roller, see what texture it leaves behind. And then what else do we have? I also wanted to see the Milo header, which we can maybe give that a go. Okay, where's my settings? Seasonal growth. See through the different textures here, see what it does. Volvo semi-truck, yes. The VNX and the FH16 are back. Kind of forgets that you've changed textures, but... I'm digging the straw. I want to be very hard to tell your difference. Actually, I don't have anything back here. We've almost got our store of things cleared out. Or are you meaning my Volvo truck? Yeah, mine will definitely be coming back too. If that's what you're referring to, I didn't think of. That's what you might mean. We'll see how here's what the rolling textures look like on this roller. And no, the picture I've seen of the rolling textures are for more of a grooved roller, not a smooth one. So I'm curious if there's different textures or if it's just the one texture. Oh man, I think I've hit that pole every time I come down this road. And I'm also driving like an idiot, so... Oh, jeepers. I feel like the roller could have a little bit higher speed, but okay, yeah, it's still the groove texture. Really can't tell if you've missed. Yeah, well, it's knocked down all the rocks that were brought up at all, so that's pretty good. Someone wanted to see the Milo Star header, which actually kind of curious to see myself. I have no idea if there's any fields we can actually combine with it that are ready. Let's take a look on the map. sorghum. Oh, I got a loading map. Oh, there's this must be that corn maze farm. It's surprising. Out of all the fields on this map, there is only one sorghum field. And it is not ready to harvest, so we're out of luck there. Oh, never mind. It's a sunflower maze. Apparently. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, there's the CV Series International, which is got a few options. You got a box truck, a dump truck, or a flatbed. It's kind of surprising addition. Was definitely not expecting that. I was expecting the International to be, a modern semi truck. Nice trailer though. Okay. Well, we can't do anything there. We'll continue on our shop browsing. John Deere silage shopper. New Holland. Oh, it's interesting. We don't have a wheeled one. Maybe that's coming because I think. Oh, special edition. Cool. I think they're maybe coming up with a new model, so maybe we'll get that instead when also releases their new chopper. Sophia, it looks quite a bit different in person. It maybe doesn't come through the stream, but it looks very different when you're actually playing the game. Balers, quite a few options for round balers. Hey, T-car. I feel like I've seen this thing. Wood combinations. Oh, that's not much help. There definitely should be something goes in between there. Don't know what it is though. I don't even know if there are any sugar beets on the map. Yes, there's lots of different characters. There's quite a few different options. I think probably fairly similar to 22 in that sense. Yeah, not too many skid steer options, but you got a case in New Holland. Sugar Group beats. $40, $29, $86. Yeah, they're not ready either. Oh, that's something's. Oh, because I've got seasonal growth turned off. I was like, that's wrong. Let's go turn that back on. And the crop counter. There we go. Okay, so we will buy. We'll buy 86 and 66. Oh, that one's expensive. Never mind. We'll buy 40 and 66. Oh, I don't have enough money. There we go. Oh, I don't feel them. Okay. Great job. And we have shadows now. But actually, pretty decent. Which is very welcome too. Interesting how they took different routes. Air horn on the international. That's a good question. Here, we'll hear a few horns. Pretty standard. One thing I was impressed by before is the way the lights look. You got flare as an option too. I will need a header trailer to get that trailer out there. No, not buy. We're leasing everything. Pull that trailer out. Are you serious? We can't tow the header trailer with the pickup? I'm guessing this thing will be the same, but we'll see just for fun. This thing can rip. It's definitely the fastest thing in the game. Man, I'm digging the headlights. Those look good. really like the headlights, the way they shine on the ground there. That's decent. Yeah, I figured so. I'm not sure I was going to use the truck to tow the header trailer to get this header out to the field, but apparently it doesn't want to work. Where's the thing? Oh. They're stuck together. Oh, we've just caused a mess here. Oh, and it's a big trailer. Oh, Brenda, I like quite a bit of the stuff. I'm not too particular. I like versatile. I'm surprised there's nothing base game from versatile. So. Which I hope there is still something coming, but that it's the license. Because obviously I've got a few mods that rely on the license. Okay, oh, I made a big mess here again. Okay, we need to get rid of stuff. We got too much going on here. I do like that we can do things through here to return. Apparently I bought that. Oh, actually, this would be our thing to try with that header trailer. It might have a different attacher. Yeah, fuel capacity sometimes can be important in FS. In one of my save games in 22, I had such big fields that was actually one of my deciding factors. Because I wanted to make sure they'd make it through the fields. Truck over again. pretty good. Just moving equipment around so we can try out some things. Definitely feel this combine's got some weight when you're hauling it. That's for sure. So I ended up crooked on the trailer, even though I parked it on there pretty nicely. If you just drive in cab view, then it doesn't matter how crooked it's parked on the trailer. Let's go find our entrance to get to this field. Hey, buddy. Streaming assistant right now. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, apparently this guy can go there. Traffic's not gotten any smarter in some ways. Well, there's the water physics. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's apparently it's just not designed to drive just a 20-foot wide sugar beet topper anywhere. I won't be Hodge. I'm not really a big football guy at all. And I'm Manitoba, so I'd be more of a Blue Bombers guy anyway. I have not encountered any better weather. I mean, we're still kind of on the first day, so actually that was not related to that. Something else. Where do I find that again? Here. Can I? Okay, there's no option to buy out your lease. I was hoping they would add that. Oh, he's crying.
Acquiring some land, aren't you, kiddo? Did I tell you that you can use a plow to increase the size of fields? You can even combine them that way. Might want to keep that in mind. Great to see the farm grow.
Oh, yeah, just realized my mic was muted. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for on early access. You guys, yeah, forgot my mic was muted because I got my man here with me and he was being a little fussy, so I muted just so I could get him quieted back down. And forgot to unmute. Head down to the starting farm here. I know it's a pasture. I don't think it'll take the straw, but I can at least unload the straw out of here. Try it out that way. Ooh, even the lights kind of reflect on the highway. That's cool. Hazards work properly on this guy. And the bales definitely seem to be sticking pretty good on this thing. Which is good. Don't think we need... I think that is one of the new pastures. Yeah, there's no straw capacity there. So there's a few different contract types too. And also there's just one for bale wrapping. Kind of curious what that one is because it's literally just wrappers, just wrapping the bales, nothing else. Cultivating, those are pretty straightforward. Deadwood, so that's clearing the dead trees. Fertilizing. Harvesting. Mowing, so it's just a straight mowing job, that's it. You don't have to do anything else. Rock removal, that's a jackhammer mission. Spraying is pretty straightforward. Stone picking. Oh, interesting, comes with a trailer. We're doing that too. And then wood transport where you just pick up the logs and haul them in. We might try some of those in a little bit. I definitely think they've changed the way the windrows work. So let's drop lower and unload. Dump our bale in. So we're dumping both of them in. Unload, you can just dump it next to it, so you got whether you're feeding or you're kind of spreading out as bedding. One of the cool things about this thing in real life. Yeah, they did seem a little on the lighter side, but straw is the lighter of the bales, but oh, cool. This thing is set up for feeding bales to the cows through grazing. That's neat. I'm really looking forward to playing around with the pasture stuff more. Okay, where is that SUV? I think we'll use it to tour around the map just because it's so fast. We can cover around. I think the windrow system, I think it's that through the new terrain system, I think they've changed the way the windrows work. That's a Skoda as well. I thought that was just a knockoff Tesla or something from the parking lot, but I see it's actual license. vehicle. Okay. Actually, let's go to this map. We'll head up. Maybe dredging boat. Cement factory. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to go see that. That looks interesting. Tailor shop. Those are all pretty standard things. You can buy that even though there's nothing on there really. Lime Station 3. Yeah, there's a few. We do this. What if I'm going down there? I don't know what the best way to go is. If we go down there, then I kind of might as well go up around the bottom of the map. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Ooh, there's the fog. Haven't actually seen much of it yet. There's a school bus. Should have went that way. We could have driven into the fog some. In a way, this SUV seems ridiculous for the game, but it's actually a nice, good exploring vehicle, and then also multiplayer. I'm sure you can put 4 people in this thing. Swimming pool. That's a cool detail. Oh my. Traffic's chaotic here. Definitely some interesting buildings. Nice houses and stuff for map building. I wasn't sure if I was going to have to backtrack. Here's the fog. And that looks good. Oh, no collisions on the ladder there, or the staircase. This one. Oh, this one's got collisions. Nothing to see up there, though. A little bit wonky. An interesting animation. Just curious if we could get on that little boat. I don't have that kind of money to spare. Yeah, there's the cement factory. There's the dredging boat. Oh, I see. Ah, I see it brings up rock off the water, and then it's kind of a rock spawn point. And you can probably bring them over here. Because now... Oh, apparently I own a greenhouse. You can see all the productions on the map before you buy them, which is nice. Hey, no. So yeah, that's kind of nice that we can see that now. You don't have to buy them just to see what the production does. Yeah, you bring stones, you can make bricks, bags of cement, or roof plates or tiles. Barrel makers, flour or grain mill, oil mill, paper factory, the playground maker, rope maker, sawmill, spinnery, tailor shop, and the wagon builder. That's kind of cool. But you're just going to have to be really aggressive playing with rocks to be able to do the cement making, maybe, because I'd seen what the production recipe was. What's this place called? Green Barge Terminal. Okay, so yeah, we can load up on the barges, I guess. Where's the cell? Oh. Ah, there. Oh, it even shows you the distance. That's neat. Yeah, the menu is a little bit different. It's a little jumbled around a bit. So yeah, the barge terminals are just cell phones. Okay. So this one is there a different way to get down to it? I'll go that way around. I was gonna say, that looks like a kind of an interesting one to get into with a truck. It's Taldo for an endo. What other interesting things? There's the ferry there, but I'm not too worried about showing that off because I'm guessing that's what I have. There's the corn. So it is in rows now. It's not quite row crop ready, but it at least spawns in rows. Foggy here. Loading in the Skoda. Farm? The fences look terrible to deal with. There's somewhat of an interior to it. Oh, that's cool. Little object. I'll be back in a second. Yeah, I'm back. I'm not gonna go up in that north bushy lake. Ah, the rope factory. Really get a kick out of the duckies. Giants and their sense of humor. What do we got down here? I'm gonna say oil mill. Saving. Oh, I gotta go. Oil mill, yep. The other barge. Historic green elevator. Picks up. You need certain items to be able to fix it. That's kind of cool. What's this? Ah, restaurant. Kind of an interesting farm up here. How much you could change it because it's very much so built into the landscape. Fence. Whoop. There's some of the parts and physics we used to know. Well, for the most part, it is pretty good. I'm just driving around like an idiot. Here's what these green dots are up here. Something. Oh, it's bees. That's a lot of bees. Yeah, I'm trying to just cover the map and get to the interesting spots quicker. Okay, so you can buy that as a farm. I don't know whether... Yeah, there must be an interior in there. Just looking at the wireframe. You can probably go in there. House up there. This is definitely set up to be build your own farm type location. That must be openable too. Change now. Can I open the doors? There we go. That is all functional buildings then. Very cool. So there was another one down here. Is this one not functional? No, that's for decorations, that one. Oh, this is definitely another spot set up for a farm. Down here. Non-functional. I mean, the rest over here looks mostly like fields. We got wagon builder. That's an interesting sell point. Here, we'll try out the Milo header. I think I'm going to wrap up the... against the rows. Yes, yes. Seems to work pretty good. Not quite ready yet for the beets. Yeah, since I'm going to wrap up the stream in a little bit, then just fast forward through so we can see the beet harvest in action. Simulation farms, I'd say I like them more than 22, but I mean, it's a matter of opinion too, and when we're used to having mods that add different things as well. I need more money. Interesting, it doesn't get rid of the weeds. Caesar or Sizer or however you pronounce your name. Modding tools are not out yet. What's the AI gonna do here? It's definitely cool to see the AI doing headlands. It's a little crazy in his actions here, but new sugar beet texture, that's pretty nice. Ground deformation simulation farms, I think it's pretty decent. It's kind of cool, like the tracks don't really leave a mark from the tractor because they're a lot more flotation, but then the harvester is leaving a bit more of a track. I think we might wrap the stream up here pretty much. I'm not sure when I'll do it next, but I'm sure there'll be a few more this weekend. That's a bad example. This would be my best example here to show it. Or no, the Challenger here. Alright, didn't it? It does look a little flat, Mr. Z, but it's just the how the fill planes work. But just the image for it looks a lot better than it has been past games. I will probably start doing multiplayer stuff for 25. I may do something on Monday, or if not, it'll be by this weekend sometime. I do like the deformation stuff. Yeah, you get up close, there is detail to. Well, this is just straight straw, but it's hard to, make things look detailed from further away in the game. No, the truck is a new base game. Yep, truck. Pretty cool old truck, that's for sure. Sure, every farm is going to have one. There's also the International / almost the Chevy truck as well, which is a few different configurations. I really should be getting off, but it's just, just want to keep playing. But you can do crew cab or regular cab or day cab as they call it. And then, yeah, there's the dump box, flatbed, and the box truck body, which actually I'm curious how they. Oh yeah, that's all right. King Sim, I haven't figured out which mod is going to be first, but I'll probably figure that out this weekend. And two-door. I think FS25 should run on that. My system's pretty powerful. Definitely probably overkill for the game, but it's just how things go sometimes. I'm sure your laptop should run that. But yeah, I think with that, even though you guys are picking up, because I think it's just that time of night, but getting off here, I've been going for a little over 3 hours now, so along the stream, we'll take a break. We'll see if I come back again this evening, or next one might be tomorrow. So. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you next time.